In today's world, we spend hours watching Netflix, TikTok, or Insta Reels. We're longing so much for entertainment that we sometimes even watch videos while scrolling on our phones. Since we long for entertainment, why not use this in a guilt-free way and learn a language at the same time? As you may know, I've been collaborating with Lingopie for many years and I genuinely love their platform. So that's why I'm very happy that they decided to sponsor this video that will be about Lingopie. Grab your popcorn and let's get started. Lingopie is basically a platform where you learn a language by watching TV shows that are actually designed for native speakers. Not learner dialogues, not "Hello, my name is John." Actual content with normal speed, accents, and slang. The difference is that Lingopie gives you the tools to make that immersion more manageable, especially early on. You can use Lingopie on a computer, mobile phone, or even TV. So it could be your new way of using your commuting time with your phone, or your new entertainment form in the evening with your TV or computer. But what are the features that differentiate, let's say, a normal platform like Netflix and Lingopie that's specifically for language learning? The standout feature is clickable subtitles. You're watching a show, a word pops up you don't know, you click it and you instantly get the meaning without pausing or opening another app. This is huge because it means that you stay immersed. If you have to click away, go to another platform, look up something at the dictionary, you lose lots of time and momentum and you're not immersed in the story anymore. But now you might be thinking, well, Laura, but how should I use subtitles? Because I have different options. I have dual subtitles. So for instance, if I'm learning Spanish, I can have Spanish and English at the same time. Or should I only take Spanish or only English? As you might know, I normally do not recommend using subtitles in your mother tongue. Why? Because your brain will be super lazy and only read those subtitles. But this can be super useful at the beginning. So I don't think it's a bad thing for beginners. I just think that you should be critical and at some point drop the dual subtitles. You could also watch it several times, once with dual subtitles so that you understand everything more or less, then only with the subtitles in your target language, and then again without subtitles. That's really the beauty of it. You have the different options, and if you watch it several times, you can keep switching so that the difficulty becomes higher and so that you have a higher learning effect. But it's very personal, really. So if you're a beginner and feel uncomfortable with only the target language subtitles, just go ahead and start with the dual subtitles. This will give you confidence. This will help you get started. So it's really an amazing feature, but just think that at some point when you're getting better, maybe you can start dropping the dual subtitles. So Lingopie is not a one-size-fits-it-all. It just adapts to your learning process, the moment you're at, if you're a beginner, if you're intermediate, if you're advanced, if you have experience learning languages, or if you're a beginner at learning languages at all. So it just takes you by the hand and gives you the tools you need. So what other tools are there? Whenever you see a new word in the subtitles, you can click on it and save it for later and then practice it with flashcards. You might know that I don't like random vocabulary lists. Why is that? Because they are without context, you just learn them by heart and you will not remember the words so well. It's just very mechanical. But if you have a context of a TV show, you know the characters, you know what's going on in the story, and you see a sentence, and then you click on the word, then you have this specific context for the word. And then when you're practicing with flashcards, you do not see only the word, but the sentence it was embedded in, so you still have the context, and it's a lot easier to remember. That's how vocabulary actually sticks, repetition in context. When you save the word, you do not see it isolated, you practice it in the same context. When practicing with flashcards, you can use the spaced repetition feature, as you can see here. So for instance, if it's a word that I find very difficult and I want to practice it every day, then I click here. And if I'm like, well, I understand the word, but I would like to be reminded in like 15 days, then you click here. If I were learning a new language with Lingopie, here's what I do. If I was a beginner, I would really start with dual subtitles because I think they're a great tool for the beginning. Then I would click words selectively, so I would try to understand what's going on. I wouldn't click like every word that I don't know, just the ones that I feel that are more relevant for the beginning. So not get obsessed with each and every word, just try to understand also with the images, with the context and everything. When I would start feeling more confident, I would drop the double subtitles and use only the target language subtitles, and also continue saving words and practicing them later, but without getting obsessed. Just context is everything, and you don't need to understand 100% to have comprehension of what's going on. And this is a great tool for real life, because in real life there are no subtitles, so at some point I would completely drop all subtitles if I was already advanced, or if I was up for a challenge, because of course real life has no subtitles. But if you're a beginner or intermediate, it's really great to have these tools. Lingopie is an amazing immersion tool. It's not a complete system to learn a language. If you don't even know the basics, then I would recommend, for instance, taking a course and at the same time having Lingopie as your immersion tool, as something you do to have fun. And this will also connect you to the language without it feeling like a chore. Lingopie supports 14 languages like Spanish, French, German, Italian, Portuguese, Korean, and more. And the content spans different genres with over 3,000 shows. This is important because with such variety, you can find what you like. And if you're a polyglot like me, it's a jackpot because you can use it for several languages. As I've mentioned in other videos, connecting your passion with language learning makes it so much easier. It's not something that you have to do, but something that you really feel like doing. You have a sort of urge to do it, like your urge to watch Netflix or watch Insta Reels. But in that regard, you're doing something for yourself, you're learning a language and at the same time having fun, so it's like perfect. If it's like super boring, you won't stick to it, you'll be like counting the time. But if it's interesting, you'll be watching 1 hour and be like, oh, I'm supposed to be doing something else. So I think that's a good problem to have. If you want to check it out, you'll find the link in the description, and you will also be supporting this channel if you use my link. No app will magically make you fluent, but there are tools that can help you stay consistent, and Lingopie is one of them in my eyes. Feel free to share your experience in the comment section, and looking forward to seeing you soon. Bye bye!